Good snowy morning, everyone. Rob here from Over the Hill Acres. We are not on the farm this morning. I am at work. I'm in my other office getting ready to head out and plow the roads. We got about 4 to 6 inches last night. Nothing major. Just want to stay ahead of the buses. It's just about 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'll give you a quick tour of my office here and then I need to get going. Sorry about the radio. Yeah, this is what I see in the morning. Every morning during the winter. Kind of like a mini airplane. Those are my sander controls there in green. Of course, all the normal truck lights and all that. And that's the look out my windshield sitting in the parking lot, but we're going to be heading out on the road here. So come along for a little ride. I'll video some of this and nothing major to plow. There's a little bit out there, but just give you a glimpse of what I do in a day. Okay, we're going to pull on our first road. We need to plow and get going here. To get going early in the morning, at least an hour before the school buses start running, so we can run our routes and stay ahead of the school bus. On these backcountry roads, it's not like the highways. We can only plow between 15 and 20 miles an hour. You don't want to go any faster than that because the roads aren't as smooth. And plows can catch and rip up the roads, and actually you can total a truck if a plow catches in the road, and we call it sucking the plow frame. It'll bend it right down underneath the truck, so you got to be careful of those kind of things when the roads are soft. Nothing's totally froze up yet, so we'll just take it easy and get this done this morning and head back in for a coffee break, and then probably have to get up, go out and do it again in a couple hours. It takes roughly 2.5 to 3 hours to make a round on my route. We have 2 other guys out plowing, so we got about 25 to 30 miles of town roads we need to cover, and that's plowing down both ways and back. A lot of intersections to deal with. We live in some hilly country. It gets pretty adventurous now and then trying to get up and down some of these hills. ski resort in our township right here. I turn around in this parking lot. This is the end of where I plow on this one road. Our other guy comes in from the other end and gets the other half of this road. But we'll turn around and head back on the same road I just came through. Pull into this parking lot here, dump the snow in the back of the parking lot. Alright, we'll pull back out here and head back the direction we just came from and get to our next road. We use a sand and salt mix on the road. We find it's a lot better than we're using straight salt. It doesn't bear the roads off totally like straight salt does, but it gives the sand gives you extra traction. I find that works better, and it's a little cheaper for the townships to do that than to run straight salt like the state does. Okay, we're on to our next road now. We'll head up here on the mountain. It's not a mountain, but it's good size. This is one of our steeper sections of town. Oh. Okay, that was a wing catching the edge of somebody's driveway because they re-blacktopped it this year and made it higher than the road. I gotta remember that's like that, or I'm gonna break my wing off the plow one of these days. Stuff happens. Every now and then I'll catch a mailbox if I get too close to it. Not too often. I've been doing this long enough I pretty much can judge these pretty good, but once in a while you can't help it. It'll happen, or the snow will be so deep that it'll roll off the edge of the plow and just take out the mailbox. We're not under any obligation to fix them, but we do. Just it's good PR. Mailboxes are cheap. It keeps people happy if we replace them, if we take them out. So we're a small community around here, so we know everybody. We try to, be that friendly neighbor. Tell by the look on the camera here, but this hill's pretty darn steep. I'm down in 4th gear. We're climbing this thing. My truck's got quite a bit of power. We're pushing 450 horse, so it doesn't bog down too bad. I don't have to switch gears too often. But there are some places where I do. You'll hear it when I do need to shift. houses up here, but they use these roads pretty heavily as cutoff roads to get from one side of town to the other, so we got to keep these things plowed. I like to get these done first and out of the way, so I don't have to come back up here later. Usually once I get them done up here, that's good for the day. There are a few houses up here. Most of them, though, are people from out of state. They're camping cabins and things like that. So it's not a dire situation. If it's really bad out, we got a lot of snow, I'll save this for last because people don't have to come across these roads. So I'll do the main roads first. But I like to get these done on a regular day because I got enough time to get them done before I hit the main roads and stay ahead of the school buses. I got kind of a pattern down that works good for that. Intersection and head back on this road again. This other road belongs to one of the guys that I work with. He does this road, but this is where I turn around at. Slick. Sometimes you turn into the snowbanks like that and you can't back up, so I do have a power divider in this truck. I can flip a switch and it'll lock all the rear drives together, which helps significantly. Not too many times I get stuck. This truck gets around pretty good, but once in a while, once or twice a year, you usually need to get pulled out of a snowbank or out of a ditch, because once in a while when you're pushing the snow back, you get a little too close to the edge of the road and get sucked off in a ditch and things like that. So it's just part of the job. You get used to it. Okay, I'm going to turn around right here. This hill up here is so steep that I do this only a couple times a year. We usually plow this with 1 ton because when you get down towards the bottom, it's so steep that you can't stop the truck. It'll just start sliding down the hill. You have to be pretty much only have about 1/4 of a load on when you do this because you'll be too heavy and it'll just take off sliding on you. It's pretty tricky. It was our last dirt road in the township, and this year we paved it, and that was quite the job in itself. But most of the time you can't get up or down this in the winter with a big truck like this, so we don't have to do it with either the pickup or the 1 ton. Years ago, when I first started this job, about 5 years into it, I actually rolled the plow truck over on this road here on the hill. That's when we decided to quit plowing it with the big trucks, and we'll do it with the other ones. It's pretty treacherous sometimes. I got to head over to one of our roads. We got a milk truck stuck already on one of the hills. They always get up there really early, but there's no way I can be over there before them. So if I can't get the hill plowed before they get there, a lot of times they have an issue. So I guess I'm on my way over there to rescue him. I'll see if I can film a little bit of this or not. We got him unstuck. Sorry I didn't get a chance to film any of it. Was too busy. Too many people around. But we got him out of there. There's a tractor trailer with 38,000 pounds of milk on. All the milk was to the rear of the trailer, of course. So he had no traction on his drive wheels. I was able to plow down to him, then back up and turn around, sand back down to him and hook onto him. Get him pulled up over the hill. Took a little bit, but we managed to get her. So now we're working our way back to the shop. Have a little coffee break and then go back out and clean them up. We don't have to pull these trucks out, but it benefits us and them. We know these guys real well. They haul milk in this area for many years. If I would have left that truck sit there, they would have had to pay for a wrecker to come in and get them out. Then it would have put me way behind schedule, and the roads would have been blocked for the school buses too. it's a win-win situation for us to pull them out. We try to help out when we can. A lot of places won't do that. You'll never find the state or the county doing that, but the townships work pretty good with all the local people. Again, you can't tell by the look on this camera, but this is a fairly steep hill. It's not too bad, but get down towards the bottom, it gets pretty steep, and then it stops right at the state road. There's a T there, and that can get a little tricky because if you slide through that T, you're going right out into the traffic. So I sand this road, at least the hill part, every time I come out here, whether it needs it or not. Because I like to have that extra security, have it written on the road, so in case I need to stop at the bottom, if there's traffic coming, I'll be able to. It's not too bad out today. There's many days that I'll creep down this thing in first gear because you need to be going slow in order to stop. You can see the road coming up down there. Like I said, you need to stop right at the stop sign because you never know, traffic flies on this road. And it's hard to see to the left over here because there's pine trees that really need taken out of there, but that's the homeowner's decision, and we've talked to them, but they haven't taken them out yet. I'm going to go up this hill, and right at the very top of this hill I got to turn right. It's got quite the angle to this hill. You can't see traffic coming the other way until you're right up there. It's a little tricky, and then when I turn to the right, it's kind of a little steep grade to get up this hill and onto the other road. It can be quite the challenge when the roads are really nasty. Spinning now, so we'll see if we make it around this thing. Just in time. I see the school bus was just coming up the road, and they're going to turn on this road and follow me out here. Bus is right behind me, so when I get down here to this intersection, I'll turn onto the state road, pull over and wait just a second, let them go before I do anything else. Okay, they pulled out. Now I can back up and go back down that road. at the end of my route. I'm going to head back to the shop, take a break, reload with sand, go back out and touch them up again a little later, and call it a day. Hopefully I won't have to go back out this evening, but we'll see what happens. So, hope everybody has a good week. We'll talk to you a little later. Come along for another ride. Hopefully this is my last winter of plowing if I can retire this year like I have planned. So, take it easy. God bless.